All right, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? OG Troop with the two Hertz with a Z coming at you at the 9 o'clock hour, man, on Thursday. Damn, we, we in we in December. Thursday, what is the third, the fourth,
The fifth.
5th of December, the 5th of December. Any music you hear in the background, everybody? I don't. It don't belong to me or the main event. Coming to you through Truth TV, Six Man K, and Mad Mike podcast. Man, what's been going on with your main event? What's happening, man? What's happening?
Man, nothing but work, school, and looking at the Raw from last week. It ho hum. I
Okay, well,
mean,
dive off into it. Monday night was a real interesting night on Raw. We had a we had an attack. We had a couple people get attacked, and we had a modified. I'm gonna say a modified heel turn. Let's go to the modified heel turn. So Monday night was the New Day's anniversary. Uh, 10 year, 10 year
yep,
anniversary. And if you've been watching over the last 90 days or so, it's been a lot of tensions between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods because Big E been on the show the last 3 years.
yep.
So it's just been them two. And it, main event, I knew something was gonna happen.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
knew something was gonna happen. So when it happened, it didn't catch me by surprise. Um, how
I
they
think what happened did catch me by surprise, though.
surprise,
Not just a single turn; it was a double turn. I
but
didn't think Kofi wanted to do it. I don't think Woods wanted to do it because it's such a personal thing between the three of them. But looking at the tweets I read, looking at the back and forth, it got ugly. I mean, it got real ugly. I mean, some of the things that were said, some of the things that were done, the so what. I mean, the so what hit me so hard. I didn't
uh,
know whether the crowd or laugh because I was like, damn.
um, Big E was supposed to kept he should have kept his girl out of that. I get it. She was upset and she got the platform to do it. Because hell, she's dating a wrestler and her sister and a
Is
wrestler.
married to a wrestler.
They got married.
Yeah,
Well, see,
her sister's married to Keith Lee.
y'all know Mia married to Keith Lee. I did. Is
No,
big.
they're not married. They just moved in together.
Yeah, they living a married life, but
Right.
you know that didn't do nothing but put gasoline on it, and
Oh yeah.
Woods ain't gonna back down. Woods gonna talk. Um, uh, but I heard about the back and forth. Now I'm gonna tell you this: if they do this the right way, this could get big. This could be big for all three of their careers because Biggie,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
could be big. Um, Great idea. Whoever thought of this, it was a great idea. Um, they they needed a heel turn. I mean,
Yes.
because the only image that you have of them is studios and 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 and, and
And who.
oh, they made the company a lot of money
Yes.
doing that. They made the company a lot of money doing that. So I ain't hating on it. You know what I mean? Uh, you know, I'm just curious as to how the rest of it is going to play out.
You know,
What I
and
do,
I'm gonna hit you up with the rumor boards here. You know, a lot of people are saying, you know, is this setting up Big E for a comeback? Is this setting up Big E to finally hang it up? You know, to announce his retirement. You know, he's also said that he's at peace with whatever comes in the next few weeks to few months. And there's also been some rumors that there may be a surprise at the Royal Rumble, both men's and women's.
yeah,
Uh, Big E being rumored to come in and actually win the Royal Rumble. And then I've also heard that Becky Lynch is supposed to be coming back. I've heard that Charlotte's supposed to be coming back at this time, you know, around the Royal Rumble. So there's so many different rumors that's going about whether it's going to be a double turn back where Big E's going to be the heel and they're going to turn back face. There's so many facets of this, and I'm here for it. I'm really am excited to see what's going to happen in that storyline. And like you said, this could be money if
yeah,
done right.
big money. The way they did it was cool too because the first thing they said, you know, they pretty much said, we want to let y'all know this has nothing to do with y'all.
Yep.
So what they did was they put the crowd at ease.
Yep.
At ease. But I don't know if you caught something that Woods said to Big E.
You were a burden to us.
Well, no, well, see now, well, I'm talking. One of the last things he said was, "We'll call you if we need you."
If we need you, yeah.
So that right there leaves
Leave the door open.
door open. It leaves the door open because I saw hurt on both of them face.
Oh yeah. They had to actually pan away from that shot at the end because Kofi had real tears in his eyes. Kofi was actually crying.
Yeah.
And Woods was holding back tears, holding back. You know, they didn't want to do that, but they all know that possibility of moving forward has to happen that way.
And to let you know they didn't want to do it, they didn't attack him.
Right.
They let them walk out the ring. You know, so that's interesting to see. What's up, Prove It? Yeah, man, because I kind of felt bad.
I mean, the heart. I mean, you can tell the heartbeat was there when he said, "I want to be your managers." And then it said, "Where were you when we needed you the most?" Wow.
Stop me when Kofi said something because see Wood spoke first and then Kofi when Kofi chimed in, I was like, damn, you know. We're gonna see how that go. Okay. Look like okay. Finn Balor. It's okay. All right. Okay, first of all, we already talked about it, but we didn't see what sense it made for Finn Balor to interfere in Priest's match with Gunther. You know, I don't know. I think Finn.
I like it.
I think
I don't like it.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get one push. You know, because Finn ain't young. You know, he looks young, but Finn. He
just turned 40.
So and he's a great worker in the ring. So
yes,
we gonna you know,
And the WWE owes him one.
Yeah, all their do they?
They owe him one. I mean, this is a guy who not only when he came back after the shoulder surgery, he put over Seth. Then he put over AJ. And then he went to NXT, carried NXT for a year, came back, and all you did was put the tag team titles on him. You put him in Judgment Day. I mean,
yeah, I see your face turn with him though.
Yes, I feel it too, and the reason why I feel it is because you're about to see the Judgment Day be phased out. I think you're gonna see them sucking in with
everybody in the Judgment Day can carry their own, even Carlito.
Yes,
Carlito. I mean, you know,
Dominic Mysterio is such a over heel.
Oh yeah, but now he's gonna do a face turn. You can kind of see that. You can kind of see it. You know, like he ain't the same. He ain't the same without Mommy.
Yeah, but at the same time, I can see him turning back. I can see a turn and a double turn. I can see him turning face. Then I can see him turning right back heel when he gets what he wants. You know, I really think that he deserves more time in the ring.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that kid has come a long way, man.
Yeah,
because he practically grew up with us. You know what I mean? We saw him growing up, and he's come,
right. And then he had, this is a guy. We talk about Dominic Mysterio, but not many people really understand Dominic Mysterio is a 12-year veteran.
Yeah.
He had his first match at 15.
Hmm.
Here he is, 28, 29. Is he ready for a push? Not quite. Does he need to go to NXT to get
I think he's
galvanized?
He's too big to go there. I think he's too big. I don't think he'll. I don't know.
I mean, the reason why I say it is because he deserves to have something on him, a belt or something on him.
Well, see, something else that I don't know what took them so long to when they brought it bringing in. You see, they bringing in more titles.
Right.
You got to, because you don't want to steal your crowd out by just paying attention to all the world titles.
Yep.
Bringing in the women's Intercontinental and U.S. title was good.
That was the best business I've seen in a long time. Now, let me ask you this. Is it time to bring in something like a television championship for the men as a secondary mid-card championship like you had in WCW?
To bring back
or is that too much?
They need to bring back a cruiserweight.
Yes.
Bring back a cruiserweight.
And make that weight limit back to where it was at 225, not 205.
Yep, and just keep it to where the cruiserweights can still wrestle for the WWE title. It's just that,
right.
It'd be some good. It would be some good competition for that damn cruiserweight title. Then you could bring guys up like
Javon
and
you bring Cedric Alexander back up.
Yeah, they're already trying to give him a push. And Wesley, you can bring them.
Yep.
Wesley, Ilya Dragunov, all them guys.
As soon as Ilya Dragunov comes back, I think you're gonna see him in the program with Gunther. I really believe that, because Ilya's out with his ACL.
All that damn flipping.
Yeah.
Damn flipping. They gonna get enough of that shit. I mean, I understand they doing what they got to do, but you know all that damn flipping. That's why Seth can't stay healthy. Seth,
Right.
you
So
39 years old. You right here doing all that damn flipping around.
you know, and you notice AJ Styles before he went out injured, he changed his game out. You know, he's not doing as many acrobatic stuff like he used to in his heyday with TNA. You know, he ain't doing the Falcon
Chicken Holler. Carmella would be a cruiserweight. I hadn't seen too much. Prove it. I hadn't seen too much. I'm gonna go back and watch a couple episodes. I hadn't seen too much AEW. So I mean, I'm gonna watch to see what's going on with the Hurt Syndicate over there. So I mean, Tony Khan desperate right now.
And you know, it's starting to get stale over there too. It really is. The pop that they didn't even get a pop. I mean, you would think that they would, you know, MVP.
He out again though. You know, like I don't know what's up with him. I don't know if it's a contract thing. I don't know if he doing some Brock Lesnar shit where he show up when he want to show up.
I know he was participating in a jiu-jitsu tournament last weekend.
Okay. But I mean, they got some guys that can carry it over there. You know, Swerve can carry it. Of course, MVP.
Yes.
Doing a good job as an old head.
Even Dustin's doing a great job. Billy Gunn doing a great job.
Yeah. He doing a hell of a job.
60 years old and in it. And he looked like a young man.
Yeah. He keep his body up.
I mean, he wasn't really a physical wrestler to begin with, like with the high flying stuff, but he had one of the, I mean, for this generation, and when I mean our generation, I mean the Attitude Era generation, he had a Jim Brunzell type drop kick.
Yeah, very, very athletic. He's still athletic.
Yeah.
He'll pick his spots, you know. But we gonna get on. We gonna get. Matter of fact, we gonna next week's show we gonna touch AEW and TNA. We're gonna touch AEW and TNA.
Here's a bigger question for you.
Go ahead.
With there's some rumors going about that Maple Leaf, that not Maple Leaf, but Anthem is looking for buyers again for TNA. We know that Endeavor has got the video catalog. Is Endeavor going to look at TNA and possibly make a third brand with TNA and NXT?
You see that cross branding,
right?
See that cross branding now. That's what I think is going to happen. And what's going to wind up happening is it's going to be a third brand because TNA got some horses over there. They got the backing, they ain't got the funding. They got
right.
Male and female. That Masha Slamovich, I like that chick.
Man, I love her. I mean, that whole women's roster over there is as solid as the NXT women's roster. Yeah, it's probably as solid as both the main rosters.
I think Tasha Steele is a main eventer. I think she's a main eventer in WWE.
Yes.
I mean, Alicia doing a pretty good job. She's doing an excellent job being the heel. Man.
Yeah.
I think she probably been working with Vicky because she got that Vicky type persona.
And Roxanne Perez is ready for the big time. I thought I was gonna. I wasn't quite sold on her yet,
I am now.
but after that match I saw last week,
He can go, bro.
oh,
He can go.
oh, I was so impressed. I mean,
Now,
so Ruka can go, but I think she needs to find another finisher.
prove it as do we think the final boss coming to the NXT? The reason why he asked that because they had a segment week on NXT where Ava, the general manager, Ava is The Rock's daughter. I mean, you look at her, you gonna tell that she The Rock's daughter. But
Oh yeah,
she had an interaction with one of the wrestlers back there, and she got knocked to the ground by mistake. And the dude, he ain't trying to knock her to the ground. He just trying to talk to her, And it's just so right now, rumors circulating that the Rock, the final boss, gonna show up on NXT. I doubt it.
I doubt it too. But I'm gonna say this: Bischoff did his debut on NXT Tuesday night.
I missed it.
And I think it's gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna happen.
Okay, I see what they're doing. Yep, they about to buy TNA. They about to buy TNA. Now, that'll be real interesting because Moose, he done had a lot of shit to say about the WWE.
And he's ready. He's when that whole thing happened where they were supposed to do the crossover and he wasn't invited to do the crossover, that's when he started talking to shit.
No, he started talking shit way before then.
Oh yeah, even before then, yeah.
Yeah,
when he was out of contract with TNA.
Back during the pandemic, he was going at Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah. And Roman Reigns said something to him. He's like, I can't remember what he told him, but it was like it wasn't very flattering. I thought it was kind of funny actually.
But Moose told him he'd kick his ass.
Yeah.
But you got Moose now you got. Does Nick Nemeth come back as Dolph Ziggler? Or do you stay Nick?
I would like him to have his name. Have it. All these guys that they brought over from NXT UK and gave them different names. Except for when they made Pete Dunne Butch, you made Marcel Bartel, Ludwig Kaiser, you made Walter Gunther. You put Fabian Aichner's name as Giovanni Vinci. I hated that. I mean, you gave Kaylee Ray a crazy ass name like Elba Fire. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Changed her name. They changed her name twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Before she was Elba Fire, she was
using the real name, Kaylee Ray.
It was after Kaylee Ray.
And it was something else before that.
It was something else before Elba Fire.
Right. And I'm like, come on, man. And this is when she first came over. Lyra Valkyrie. I mean, you changed her name to Lyra Valkyria. Like, why? I mean,
that's just like they changed Io Shirai to Io Sky.
Yeah.
Those girls can go.
Oh yeah.
Those girls can go. And am I seeing so I guess is this a face turn?
Yes, because Asuka's coming back soon. She's been teasing to come back.
Asuka getting old though, man.
Asuka's 43 years old, can still go.
Yeah, Asuka getting old though, because I'm hearing she got a lot of businesses she running. They said she got like a whole bunch of boutiques and beauty salons and shit.
Mm-hmm. Her daughter is a teenager now, so it's getting to be her time too, just like it is for Miko Satomura, and she's supposed to be having her last match in 2025. So I mean, Raw was great
Oh,
in
she
a sense.
proved she done did that a few times. Flipping with that trash can on. Them girls.
Yeah, this like the third time she's done it.
Yeah. Them girls. Hey, listen. I don't know who training them. Who trained them girls, man? But they all got
all of them out of the dojo.
Huh?
All of them out of the dojo, out of the New Japan dojo.
Okay.
I mean, those girls, shoot. You mean you got the pirate, the sky pirate in Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, Asuka. There was another Japanese wrestler over there at one point, other than Miko Satomura. She could fly. I mean,
I see Dakota getting a push.
I think Dakota could be that next. I think Dakota should be the first women's Intercontinental Champion if she can stay healthy.
Stay healthy, man. Can't that stay healthy? The girl keep getting hurt.
You've torn each ACL twice in the last 4 years. That's why DIY didn't get their shot till now. Because 3 years in a row, you had Ciampa with a knee, Ciampa with a neck, Ciampa with another neck injury.
You know what? Now here they go to goddamn feuding again. Like
it's not the right time for it.
It's not
because you don't have the depth in the tag team division to break them up right now.
You don't have the depth as single performers right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and that's what's hampering guys like Carmelo.
Carmelo, listen, that was perfect to have that feud with him and Andrade.
Yes. But at the same time, how often Andrade's hurt again, right?
Is he?
I mean, didn't he get hurt like this past week, a couple weeks ago? Or was that? Am I thinking about somebody else?
I hadn't heard anything about him being hurt.
Well, maybe I'm thinking about somebody else then, because I heard that somebody got injured at a live show, and it may be an NXT wrestler. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I'll check on it. So, okay, let's get to the meat and potatoes. All right, so CM Punk opens the show. He just pretty much was being CM Punk, you know. He wasn't really dropping no pipe bomb. He was just pretty much letting us know what his future's about to be until he is interrupted by Seth Rollins. And you know what?
This is a program I've been ready for this program since he came back.
When Sammy intervened, that was Sammy's best promo he ever. It was the best promo he ever cut because what he said to Seth is, I said the exact same thing. I said that shit like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, Seth doing all this bitching about Roman being like he referred to him as a monster. I'm like, but bruh, you created Roman. You basically created the bloodline.
Yes.
Seth created the bloodline.
You are what you say you are. You are the architect. Period.
Like, And see the thing about it, I think Seth truly got resentment because when he busted up um the Shield, yeah, he got his burn and he's still getting his pop, but Ambrose Moxley went over there and he went to AEW and became a top dog over there.
Yes. And let me ask you this. Since we're talking about this, and we're talking about people leaving to go to other organizations, is the Shield becoming the new DX / NWO in a sense? Because when you look at a guy like Sean Waltman, when he went from the WWE to WCW, and you had Nash and Hall there, and you know how they took over.
Yeah,
Is this the same similar reach, or am I reaching too far?
they everybody's ego's too big now. See, don't get me wrong, Nash and Hall and Hogan and them the biggest egos ever. But see, they were still back then. The guys still was on some. We gonna do it for the business. These guys right here, they not gonna do it for the business. They gonna let their egos get in the way. Like Roman, Seth, and Dean, they'll probably do some shit like what they did a few years back when I think Roman was having some issues with the Miz and like 2 or 3 other folks in the
right,
and they had like a little gave us a little moment of the Shield, but they could possibly be on like some DX, give us, but they right now everybody's ego is too big. But getting back to Seth, you so angry at CM. See, prove it. He did that as a favor to Paul Heyman. That was it.
Yes.
That's all. That was it. He ain't fucking with the bloodline like that. He did that as a favor to Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman has to return the favor. Some way he got to return that favor. So, as it goes along, they started the back and forth. This is before Sammy got out there. They started the back and forth. And Punk told him some of the slickest shit out. Like, Punk said, see, Punk, he on the backside of his career. So this is genius what he doing.
Yeah.
Trying to change himself because he on the backside of his career. So he said he's trying to let a lot of personal shit go. But whenever you try to let it go, he get brought back in. This shit with Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
And now he's back. But I'm about sick of his ass. But, a big ass cry baby cry on Twitter and all that shit.
Yeah.
But this thing with Seth, I thought it was so freaking childish how Seth just threw a whole fit. Like Seth threw a whole fit when Punk showed up last year. Like,
yeah, he did.
Like, bro, you embarrassing yourself. Like,
and Punk's like right up there by those cages, and he just smiling at him.
Yeah, because Punk like, look at this clown. Now
you clowning.
Getting back to Seth, you had a problem. How you gonna have a problem with somebody say when they walking out the door? Newsflash, they walking out the door. You think
yes,
you gonna have some good shit to say? And so he held this so-called grudge. He had this so-called grudge against Punk for all these years. So Punk told him, "Look here, man. When I got back, you had a strap on. That's the only reason I was paying you any attention.
Right?
Think about you. I don't even think about you. You know, so he already inside of Seth's head.
I mean, I think about. I mean, I'm just looking at everything here, and I'm just looking at the parallels between. And you go back and you watch the old.
Who is Seth put over?
Absolutely nobody.
I know Punk don't put over a bunch of people.
Punk put over. Look, he went to AEW and put over people, left and right. But the Young Bucks, being the Young Bucks, you know, you totally ruined that for him.
Look, man, that's one thing me and Mike them disagree on. Listen, them guys over at AEW, they some bitches, man. Like, how y'all gonna get mad at Punk for being popular? How y'all gonna get mad because the fans scream his name? Like, come on, man.
Jealousy is an ugly thing, man.
This generation of wrestlers, they can't manage their emotions, man. Like one of the worst mistakes they made.
Well, let me rephrase what you just said. It's not this generation of wrestlers. It's this generation of wrestlers that didn't come from a generation that was before them in a family. Like Nick Jackson, like the Jacksons did, the Young Bucks did. They're first generation, so they know shit about wrestling. Whereas you look at the Ortons, you look at the NOI dynasty, you know, the Maivia dynasty. You look at the Von Erichs, and you look at and the Steiners. You look at those families, and you see there's respect for wrestling that's always been there from day one. And you look at guys like the Young Bucks who try to super kick their way to the top of any and everything.
Okay, let me respond to my brother Proof. Appreciate you checking in. You know, a lot of people say that about Punk, but you know what? He can wrestle when he want to wrestle.
He put asses in seats too.
Asses in seats, and he put on the show. He put on the show. Any deficiencies that he has, he knows how to disguise it. You got to think about a lot of your greats, all-time greats, wasn't very good wrestlers. Was Hulk Hogan a very good wrestler?
In WWE, no. You looked at some of his stuff from New Japan, and when he went to Japan with him and Andre the Giant, and the things that he was doing over there, as opposed to what he was doing in WWF, two totally different people.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. Andre really wasn't no good wrestler. He could barely fucking move.
He couldn't move.
So, so it's a bunch of guys that's not very good. Hell, Cena's not a very good wrestler. A bunch of your greats. Stone Cold, you ain't see Stone Cold doing too many takedowns and all that stuff there. You know, Stone Cold is a model.
You know, Stone Cold, in the early Stone Cold, he was a technical master. New Stone Cold, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. When he was stunning, he was a technical master. When he was Stone Cold, he was a brawler.
I didn't see too much of Stunning Steve, but I know I knew he. I remember when he came out. I remember when Stunning Steve came out. But
I mean, you look at Booker T. Booker T was a tag team specialist.
Yeah, and then he completely changed his game. So
right.
So what are we building up to for wrestling? Because
I mean, if you're gonna look at the build of a wrestler, like you just asked me, I'm gonna take the storytelling of a Bret Hart. I'm gonna take a body of Kerry Von Erich, and I'm gonna take the mind of a Triple H and put it together and make a wrestler.
And the promo skills of The Rock.
Yep, there you go.
You got a total package there. But later on, so when they got into it, Um, Jey Uso and Sami Zayn come out there and they break them up, and Sammy grabs Seth and Jay grabs Punk, and then they kind of start getting into a little skirmish, and Jay takes Punk out of the ring, and Seth, they try to go at each other, and that's when the promo started, because Seth said something to Jay. Okay. Enters. Somebody who got attacked. So later on that during the show, Jay gets took out of the backstage.
Yep.
So now Sammy thinking it's Seth. So they had already agreed to have a match and everything. So now Sammy thinking it's Seth. They had a match, and him and Seth go at it. And then Drew McIntyre comes in and claymores Sami Zayn. What you doing here, Drew McIntyre?
What the hell is going on? I mean,
like
my thing was with that. What kind of sense does that make? Where is the connection? Like, are you trying to make a tag team out of Seth and the Ultimate Crybabies?
That's the Ultimate Crybabies. Y'all so for the company. Y'all so for the company. Ain't neither one of you put nobody over. Hell, Drew, you've been fired twice, so you shut up. You ain't been that long to put nobody over. And Seth, I'm still looking for who Seth done put over.
And let me tell you something, man. The only reason why Drew got back in the WWE was because of one match. And that was the match he had in TNA against Kurt Angle, where Kurt Angle carried his ass throughout that 35 minutes. And he made Drew look like gold.
Paul Heyman.
The only reason why he's back in the WWE right now.
Paul Heyman. That's Paul Heyman. He's the greatest ever. He has promos. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman. Wrestlers, I mean, shit. Ric Flair, The Rock.
I mean, we're going to talk about people on the mic that's really good on the mic. Jimmy Valiant.
Handsome Jimmy Valiant. The Boogie Woogie.
Dusty Rhodes. Jesse Ventura.
Dusty Rhodes, I'm sorry.
Huh? Dusty Rhodes, of course.
Dusty Rhodes. I mean, I Can Dream and the Man Out Tower Power Too Sweet to Be Sour.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I like that white sugar, but I like that brown sugar too. That goddamn Dusty boy, hey.
Didn't give a damn.
He got nothing on his dad on that mic.
No.
Cody's
a storyteller. And I love it.
But he ain't nothing like his daddy.
But he ain't got to be like him. It's a throwback to me. Because he got that Ric Flair vibe to him. He not wooing and all that stuff, but it got elegance all over it.
Cody is more young Dusty. Dustin, his older brother, is more old Dusty.
Yes.
Dustin looked exactly like Dusty.
Yes.
Cody, that's Dusty's son.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of his mom in him. But I'm gonna tell you who else. It's an old school wrestler. If you ever
New Jack could
they got there. Jerome Young, that's his name. I know Jerome. I know him in person. And guess what? He's the same dude.
Oh yeah.
Outside the ring that he is inside that ring. Trust me. Rest in peace to him too.
Yes, sir.
It was an old black wrestler, old school guy. He played football, professional football.
If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, the Big Cat.
The Big Cat, Ernie Ladd. One of the greatest ever cutting promos.
Yes.
And he can go in the ring.
Yes, he could.
And he was a good storyteller.
Preach.
He was a good storyteller.
I mean, Jerry Blackwell was a good storyteller when he talked. Nick Bockwinkel, Harley Race.
Harley Race didn't say much.
But when he did,
Michael P.S. Hayes.
yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Kerry Von Erich. I mean, David Von Erich could give you a good promo.
Yeah, Keith Lee. I mean, shit. He's still with AEW, to my understanding.
Who's that?
And now Prue was asking what's up with Keith Lee. I think, he's still with AEW.
Keith Lee is still injured. He's not cleared to wrestle. He's actually got the same thing that happened to Kenny Omega. He has diverticulitis.
What the hell is that, bro?
That's an inflammation of the small intestine.
Okay. Omega had a taking it up, bro. He listen, man. Like Omega been going double time, like shit.
Yes.
For the last 7-8 years, man.
And you've had 2 shoulder surgeries. You've had 2 feet of your small intestine removed. And you come back, you get hurt again. I mean, you just like an Adam Cole.
Look, man, that's because AEW overdoing it with all that. They're trying to give you a mixture of WWE and ECW, and all the look at look how many of them either out or done been out.
Kyle O'Reilly finally come back.
Kill himself.
Yeah, he damn near killed himself.
That kid better be careful, man, because he be doing some dangerous shit, bro. Like for real, like Adam Cole can't stay healthy. Hell, none of the damn undisputed era for WWE guys can stay healthy,
except for Roger Strong.
Shit, Roddy been hurt.
Yeah, he hurt the shoulder. He dislocated the shoulder not too long ago. Yeah, you're right. You released Mark Fish because you say he's too old. Mark Fish is 51 years old and still doing the damn thing in TNA.
Who was that?
Mark Fish.
Or Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish, yeah. Part of Red Dragon, I should say.
Now he didn't get hurt that much.
He had an ACL when he was in NXT, and that was it. That was his first major injury. And he's been in the game 24 years.
Now Adam that goddamn brought his ass over to AEW. Now Britt can't stay healthy. But you know what that is. They around each other every day.
They just recently broke up too. So
yeah.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And her contract is coming up too.
I wonder what was that about. I'm curious.
According to what they've said in the media, they just grew apart. They still have love for each other, but the relationship wasn't the same. And
you can kind of see that too. You kind of see that when they was around each other, like they was like you could tell it was love, but they wasn't in love with each other no more.
Right. And the thing about it was, it's 2 reasons why. He always says 2 reasons why he left the WWE and left that big money on the table with a main roster spot. Britt, and the fact that he can work with the Young Bucks again
Oh,
and be a part of the Bullet Club.
Adam Cole cuts a great promo too.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh goddamn! How did I leave out MJF?
MJF. Oh yeah. Chris
Uh,
Jericho when he not whining.
Christian Cage then got great cutting promos.
Adam Copeland's been great at cutting promos. I mean,
see, listen, y'all. Y'all notice we talking about cutting promos. You got listen. If you're not a great listen. Only
if you're not a speaker on the mic, you're not gonna cut it as a wrestler.
I'm gonna tell you, very few guys was able to cut it. Only motherfucker I know that cut it. They cut it. Or guys like Undertaker, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar. None of them good on the mic. None of them.
But then when you look at when you give Brock Lesnar the mic and you let him go, he turns into gold.
Well, because I remember Bad News Brown. Well, because
Bad News Brown, he was good. He was good on the mic, but
due to the fact that he rarely speaks,
yeah,
more of attention when he speaks. So even if he trip over a word or two, check you because you feel like, hey, we always used to wait for the Undertaker to speak. Oh, Shawn Michaels, Triple H,
together they go apart.
Shawn Michaels in a class by itself.
When Shawn Michaels was Perk Shawn Michaels, Perk Michaels. Yes,
I mean, all your greats was good. Cena was good. Cena's good on the mic. Cena know how to the thing. I'm gonna tell you what I like. What I do like about Cena's promo skills. He know how to turn into. He know how to turn into word like John Cena. Like
without being there, without being in that persona.
Yeah, don't listen. One of the worst things to do is to go at Cena on the mic. Because he done cut some folks up on the mic.
Man.
Oh, he cut Roman up.
Oh yeah.
He cut Roman up.
That means you got to speak into the mic.
Now it's called a promo.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, wow.
Yeah. If he hadn't been such an idiot, Enzo Amore, you know what I mean? Like,
oh my God, boy.
Yeah.
He could have been an announcer. I mean, because you think about it, Enzo Amore, to me, he wasn't a wrestler. He was that next Mean Gene Okerlund to me. Because you could have put him on the mic and let him interview and do promos and stuff. Oh, wow. He could have put over a lot of people.
Yeah, but he pissed off the wrong person. He pissed off Roman Reigns. And they said Roman put him off the bus.
Yeah.
But that's part of the business, man. The promo, hey, you got to be able to cut a good promo. If not, you better have a damn good gimmick. And that's what it was. Like Andre the Giant was Andre the Giant. Hulk Hogan is arguably top 3 greatest of all time. Listen, it's if you know a teaspoon of wrestling, it's in my opinion, it's 3 guys should be in everybody's top 5. In my opinion,
you know what? My 3 have always been Arn, Tully, and Rick.
No. I love Arn and Tully. They to me they ain't all time. Greatest of all time. No matter what, shit. It don't get no greater than Andre the Giant, Ric Flair, and Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, I mean those are GOATs. They're in my top 10. But what I'm saying about Tully is Tully gave you 12 years, and it was 12 peak years. It wasn't 12. Oh, I'm just here just to be here.
Kelly's
12 peak years.
Kelly's a better wrestler than all of them.
Yes,
because Rick
was a start out to be a powerhouse.
What made Rick great was, let me tell y'all what turned Rick into the greatest of all time.
1975.
1975. Ric Flair had a whole different gimmick when he first started wrestling.
You know how much Ric Flair weighed?
Ric Flair was a fucking offensive tackle. Like, he was that big. He was kind of buff with it. He was in a plane crash where a couple guys got killed. He broke his back.
He was the only one that survived.
Yeah, he lucky as hell. So he dyed his hair because his hair is not naturally blonde. He's a brunette. I mean, whatever. All you gotta do is look at his kids. Like, when he started wrestling, David
got dark hair.
When Charlotte first came out, her hair was
dark, and she had a blonde streak.
Yeah. But
David was the only guy. David, of all his kids, David was the only one that was blonde. Not David. Reed was the only one that was blonde.
That shit sad as hell. What happened to Reed, man?
Yes.
But that's the reason why we have Charlotte now. But we're gonna wrap it up, man. We getting up there to an hour. So next week, man, we're gonna always do it. The LT should be back with us next week. We're gonna do a weekend review, of course, and then we gonna talk about. I want to discuss the Bruiser Brody situation next week.
One question that I want to ask you. And I've been wanting to ask you this for a long time. Do you think Bruiser Brody took whatever happened to David Von Erich to the grave for real? Or did he die for it? For knowing what happened to David Von Erich?
Nah, that was personal. That shit happened with Bruiser Brody. That shit was personal. Listen. I talked to somebody who was there. Was
Abdullah really there?
That's who I talked to. That shit was personal. Ain't had nothing to do with David Von Erich. It had something to do with money.
I mean, did he really gut the guy? But did Bruiser Brody really get gutted? Or did he just stab him just a couple times?
It's the story that I got. Allegedly, supposedly. I'm going to say that. Bruiser was the guy who made sure everybody got their money. Frank Gulak is his name.
Right.
Bruiser made sure everybody got their money. Abdullah was making sure everybody got their money too, but he had 5% of the company. So Abdullah had to play both sides. Okay. Carlito's daddy.
Carlos Colon.
And that's who the big dog was. He's still a big dog guy now. In that federation.
Yep. And we are talking about the World Wrestling Council, right?
Yeah. Down the federation. Okay. One of his main bookers was a guy named Jose Gonzalez. He was part of the tag team called the Invaders.
Right. His son was actually in the WWE for a short time as a manager.
Who is that?
I cannot think of his name right off. But I remember his son being in WWE because he came in with Carlito.
Okay.
He was a short time. He was only there for a short time.
Bruiser and Jose couldn't stand each other. And Jose had said several times he was gonna kill Bruiser. So they had a show that night because they used to wrestle in a baseball stadium.
Right.
They had a show that night. And,
the Coliseo, I cannot think of what the name. The Coliseo Day.
And so the locker room is in the baseball dugout.
Right.
Frank had to talk to Jose. Frank was looking for Jose. So when Frank got to the stadium, him and Tony Atlas was together. Carlos and Jose was in the bathroom.
Right.
They called Carlos. Carlos knew it was about to happen. He knew it was about to happen. Carlos walked out the bathroom. Bruiser went in there to talk to Jose in the bathroom. They said when Jose got up to go to the bathroom, he had a towel over his hand. Come to find out later, he had a knife.
Right.
Said Bruiser was in there. They was in there talking no longer than like 2 minutes. And Tony Atlas said he heard a ooh. So when he got so they said Carlos ran back in there. Because like I said, Carlos knew something was about to happen. And he pretty much broke it up. He grabbed Jose. But Tony Atlas said when he turned Bruiser over on his back, said his intestines was hanging out.
Ooh.
Yep. And
this happened at the Hiram Bithorn Stadium in San Juan.
And what happened was they couldn't get the fucking stretcher down there in the baseball dugout. So it took them damn near an hour to get Bruiser Brody up out of there. Tony Atlas had to put Bruiser Brody over his shoulder and carry him to the ambulance. Bruiser died the next day. They wound up acquitting Jose of Bruiser's murder. They wound
right.
up, because he painted a picture like Bruiser was this bully. Now there's another rumor that I heard. Don't say that, then we got to get out here. There was another rumor that I heard. The late Vince McMahon Sr. and Carlos Colon were tight.
Yep. I've heard that too.
Super tight. Somewhere back in the late 70s, early 80s, Bruiser Brody whooped Vince McMahon Sr.'s ass about something. And shit, if I know his son, I can only imagine.
Yep.
A lot of people said, because when Bruiser got killed, old Vince had died. But they said it was always tension. It was always tension. So, but next week we're gonna go a little bit more into depth. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, because I really wanted to ask you about that because I really feel like a lot of that had to do with David Von Eric's death, but then hearing what you just said just now.
I done heard different shit about Von Erich. I done heard they was disguising that he overdosed. They said he might have had some type of medical procedure. And they dropped the ball. What did he exactly die of?
He died of poisoning by way of food poisoning or something like that, and exploding intestine or something. I cannot remember right off.
Now, I know for a fact that can't happen. It just happened to one of my best friends about a year and a half ago. It just happened to his wife.
Right.
Yeah, that can't happen. She ate some wrong. She ate some wrong shit, bro. She went down to Florida. Took the kids down to Florida. He stayed back because he had to work.
Right.
He ate a fucking salad, and some on that salad didn't agree with her. And when she got back home, she was complaining about she was sick. She wasn't feeling well. So he's ready to take her to the emergency room, but she didn't want to go. So she got in the bed. He told her, he said, you still feeling bad in the morning, you go in the emergency room like it or not, you know. So she was still feeling bad. He took her to the emergency room down at Piedmont Fed.
Uh-huh.
Bro, when they called her to the back. She got up, walked to the back. That man said wife died. It said man wife died in the ER. Flatline.
Oh wow.
Bro, they wound up doing a GBI investigation on it and everything because she was one of the clerks for the Fayette County Sheriff's Department.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
So, but it can happen. So we're gonna touch bases on that. We're gonna touch base on that next week. Appreciate everybody checking in with us, man. So y'all see us here every Thursday at 9 p.m. I'm your man, for my man, the main event. I'm your man, OG Trooper.
The building. Later, guys. Be careful, be loved, be blessed.
Prove it. Appreciate you, man. You hung in here with us, boy. You was a soldier. Everybody else who's on here, appreciate you. Who else on here with us too? Chicken Holler, what's happening? What's happening? So that's about it. We're gonna get out of here, and y'all will see me next on Sunday for my week, my weekend review game report. I'll holler at y'all. Yep.
Go Dogs.